If we now turn to the formats of integration, I must say that Belarus has always stood for these integrational processes in every form, be it CIS, Umirzak, or the Group of Three or Group of Two, that's Russia and Belarus. But if we hear that CIS is something that is dying off and business won't even notice, well, I can't go along with that. I would say that CIS can be ignored when it's there, but should it disappear, business will certainly notice, and it will be very painful because there are a number of things that now are taken for granted, but that should receive more respect. The Economic Council of the CIS today discussed the free trade zone under the rules of the customs union, and there seemed to be quite a problem here. If the CIS remains unchanged, then it will not be able to operate. We were able to prove today that the customs unions and harmonizing its regime with third countries will will necessitate changes in the operation of the CIS itself. And that's no easy thing to do. We hope that our Russian partners will be more understanding of it. And they also must understand that those conditions that are adopted by the Group of Three needn't be those imposed by Russia. They simply have to be conditions that would be most conducive to cooperation and also most accommodating of the specific conditions and considerations that exist within the Group of Three. Within the customs union, we have instituted a certain level of tariffs, but we have a free trade zone for the CIS. So we apply these tariffs to our residents operating on the territory of the CIS. Now, our residents who operate outside that area enjoy much laxer tariffs.
So they have competitive advantage because they can sell their goods customs-free, tax-free, and have an advantage over those residents who manufacture the same goods inside the country. So perhaps, I'm so sorry, different channel. So the competitive advantage is unfair. So if we don't do it, if we don't tackle it hands-on, if we let the process take charge of itself, we'll have problems that we'll have to tackle together with great losses. And another position that I wanted to voice, in fact two, when I talk to our partners, Russia, Kazakhstan, all our partners in economic integration and our partners in the CIS. Now, the attractiveness of conditions we create within our customs union will define and determine how many of our CIS partners will join our single economic space and our customs union. If we create attractive conditions and if we implement the principles that we've agreed at the start, and what I mean is that there should be no caveats at all in the customs union. The single economic space in the customs union should be attractive, and if there are no caveats, if there are no exceptions, then if we don't have any special ideas, then they will have no ideas to integrate with other countries. Because there's no future in it for them, because we have stereotypes, we have habits, we have different possibilities in our economies. And one more sentence. Igor reminded us at the CIS Economic Council, he talked about the well-known Russian initiative, because we're talking about business between Russia and CIS. So he reminded us about one of the Russian initiatives regarding the revival of the pavilions of the USSR republics, which are still there in the great Soviet exhibition area in Moscow, VDNH. So I think the idea is fantastic. We are preparing now a draft treaty, and I would like our partners to support us, because one or two countries, if they participated in this project, that would not be as effective. Now, if we all took part, if we all presented ourselves, like in the great exhibitions of the Victorian era, if we had all these exhibitions, running displays, we talked about our achievements, exchanged the results of our business activity, it would have a multiplier effect. And finally, I want to say that CIS is a very promising format. The organization is in high demand, but we need to work together. We need to work hard, work together, and if we do that, we'll get a great result. Thank you.